Life's Surprises.
Everyone has their dreams and ambition, but you never know where life will take you. Here are two stories of two rich and famous people. Their start in life has little in common with their life today.
Could a disorganized secretary ever picture becoming a billionaire one day? Probably not. But that's what happened to J.K. Rowling. She is the author of the world-famous Harry Potter books. As a child, she wanted to become a ballerina, but she wasn't graceful enough. After leaving university, she got a job as a secretary. There was just one problem: she wasn't organized enough. In any case, her imagination was too much for dull paperwork. On a train journey, she came up with a story about a young boy who goes to a school for wizardry. Eventually, Rowling wrote the first Harry Potter book. It took many attempts, but with enough effort, it was published in 1997, when Rowling was 32 years old. When Brad Pitt got a place at Missouri University, he had no idea that some years later, he would become one of the most popular American actors ever. So, just how did this happen? Well, Pitt never finished university and left in his final year. He wasn't interested enough in journalism. He drove to LA, where he had many different jobs. He worked as a delivery man and a driver before his first acting job. After playing small parts, his career took off when he played the part of a hitchhiker in Thelma and Louise. Today, he is a very successful actor. He travels all over the world and is also famous for his charity work.
Remember that the way your career turns out could be very different from what you first thought. Think about what J.K. Rowling wrote in one of her books. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be.